Hi everybody and welcome along to the Assassin Rapper. Today I'm going to be reviewing one of the best series that have been on Netflix for this year. And I have a funny feeling unless something really great comes along, it will probably be one of the best series Netflix will have done all year when it comes to the end of the year. This series is Adolescence. Now, before I review it, I just want to let you know that if ye are not able to handle tough, emotional, distressing situations, then this might not be for you. But if you can handle it, well then, it is an absolute must-watch. It is an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. Now, this series is all one shot in each series. People might be kind of saying that it's all one shots, that it wouldn't kind of be able to suit the dialogue and it would be lacking because of being one shot. But I can tell you now, no way. It actually adds to it because the dialogue is so rich between the characters. Stephen Graham, who is a great actor from Liverpool in England, plays the dad, Eddie Miller, and Alex Cooper, a really good new child actor, plays the role of Jamie Miller. Now, Jamie is arrested for murder, but you'd wonder, is it a situation where he did it or not? From the first episode, the dialogue, it's all one scene, one big long scene, one big long take, and it is the police procedure interviewing him. Now, this dialogue is so rich in detail that it would really drag you in. It isn't like acting, it's just like you're there, you're just watching them and you're feeling their feelings. You feel for the parents, you feel for the culprit, you feel for the parents of the victim, you even feel for the police that are coming into his house, taking him away, because after all, it mustn't be easy bashing down a house with guns blazing, which there is, I don't want to give any spoilers, to get a 13-year-old and put him in jail. But this is a situation where it's leaving you, what did he do and what did the person he killed do to make him want to do this? Not that there's no reason, of course, but all these questions arise. And there's a scene where the psychologist questions him, and the dialogue is such an amazing way of expressing what could have made him do it. You'd be asking yourself, are all these questions necessary? But I am taking a wild guess that it must be, because I would definitely hazard a guess that they got real psychologists and psychiatrists and behavioural experts inside to come in and find out what kind of questions would be asked, particularly a 13-year-old who was arrested for murder. Now, this series is only 4 parts, which is 4 hours. 4 hours sitting down, watching a series. You could watch it all in one go. I watched 2 episodes one night and 2 the next night, but that's because it was very late. It is very easy to sit down and watch the whole lot. Now, Ashley Walters plays the detective, and he's really good too. He plays the role brilliantly. Once again, it's just like it's real life. It isn't like it's acting because it's so real. The emotions and the harrowing acting makes this so special. It really lets you know what it would be like for each character, because these are just not background characters, just, hovering in the background and just, they're just to fill the screen. No, these are really invested in the storyline, in letting you know what is going on with them. You can really feel for the parents what it must be like for their 13-year-old child to be arrested for murder. A teenager, but 13, still just only a child, and arrested for murder. Their whole life would change completely. Now, whether it's innocent or guilty, you're wondering, because you don't actually know. And now, the case is not resolved 100% at the end. Now, I'm not giving no spoilers. I'm not saying whether it's guilty or innocent or nothing like that, but it is not really, really resolved at the end. Now, is it worth watching the 4 episodes because of that? I can tell you now, with capital letters, YES, yes. It is such an amazing way of getting this drastic, awful, really bad incident out there and let you know what it must be like for the parents. Now, I'm not saying a 13, 14-year-old should watch it, but I do know that if they did watch it, it would be a real eye-opener for them. It would be a real eye-opener for parents. It would be a real eye-opener for anyone. This is probably going to be talked about an awful lot, and rightfully so. And the directors and writers and actors and everyone involved did a brilliant job. There's not a dull moment in it. And as I said at the start of the video, if you can't take really serious, intense, emotional, harrowing acting or ideas, well, this might not be for you. But if you can handle it, well, then I would highly recommend it. I am recommending this to so many people. Like, as soon as I saw it, I had to take to X and Facebook to let people know that it is a great show. The one thing I didn't like about it doesn't exist. Because there's not, well, actually, no. The whole concept, of course, I don't like. I don't like that someone was murdered. I don't like that a 13-year-old was arrested for murder. But put everything like that aside and take it for acting and take it for the piece of art that they did. To me, it is an absolute masterpiece. It is next level. The way it was written, the way it was filmed, the way the actors, and none of them are weak. None of the actors are weak. From the very first scene to the last one, it does not lose its intensity. It is non-stop, harrowing, really, really heavy, emotional, gripping, and it does not let go. It just goes all in, and as I said, it lets you know what each character feels. It's like you're just sitting there in the room with them, or you're like, there's one scene where they're driving in the van, and you'll be wondering what the husband is thinking. And then he gets a phone call from his son in jail, and something is announced that is a big kind of concern to the father and the whole family. And I'm not going to give any spoilers in this video. I don't give any spoilers in any video, so you don't have to worry about that. But this doesn't have to rely on a really strong soundtrack, really kind of intense music, like thriller music that really kind of builds up the scene. This is done by pure, brilliant acting, brilliant dialogue, and brilliant filming. Adolescence, I would give 10 out of 10. It is definitely, as I said, one of the best shows this year, not only on Netflix, on all the streaming platforms and TV channels. And it just seems to come out of nowhere. And sometimes they're the biggest and best things there are. There could be these things that there could be loads of hype over and everyone is talking about it and looking forward to it. And then it's like, you're let down by it. But this, the only way I knew this was coming was seeing it come up on the Netflix home screen saying that it was coming in March. And then when I watched it, I just was blown away. And if you like crime and if you like true crime, you will love this. Because even though it's not based on a true story, I don't think, unfortunately these things happen. And in a lot of films or series, this type of thing, a murder by a young 13-year-old teenager, might be the backstory of some crazy horror or thriller or something like that. But this just grabs it and it really expresses every messed up thing that will happen as a ripple effect of, unfortunately, a horrible incident that should have never happened. And you would be thinking, did he do it? Did someone else do it? Is he covering up for someone? Is this person covering up for him? Etc., etc. But that's what makes it so riveting. I hope you liked this review, everyone. And if you had seen Adolescence, I would love to know what you thought of it. Please let me know in the comments below and give the video a like. It's very important. And thanks for watching, everyone. I would be looking forward to hear from you. And if you haven't watched Adolescence yet, I would highly recommend you doing so. I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching The Assassin Rapper, and if you want to stay up to date on new content, then please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content.